Today we're contemplating whatever we're doing in life. And still, it's a homework workout episode. Right? So whatever happens in life, still gotta work out. So what do? We train abs. How? Shit ton of different ways. Today will be different, but it'll be a good one. The movement of today's warm-up is a complex but very useful core exercise and stability exercise, and it's called the Turkish Get-Up. For the Turkish Get-Up, you're going to need any object that has a certain loading, but you can start with something very light. You can also start without an object and then maybe later add something. A bottle, a book. A very good challenge is an empty paper cup with water. That's a very good challenge to do as well. And then place it on your hand. Now what I'm going to do, for whatever reason, is join you. So I'm going to talk you guys through the Turkish Get-Up. So what we're going to do is we're going to all lay on the floor. Right hand is going to be pointed towards the ceiling. Left hand is going to be right next to the body, away from it. Good. So what we're going to do now is if right hand's up, left leg is going to be standing on the floor. Tuck the knee in. Shaboom. You guys are good? Tuck the knee, right leg, right arm, right leg. Right arm, right leg. At home. Right arm, right leg. Very simple. Now we're going to push and roll towards the left arm. So we're going to roll over, press to the leg, and roll towards the left arm, and press that arm all the way up until that arm is fully extended, solid. Now from this position, with the left leg, and we're going to squeeze our butt, we're going to make a bridge. I'll hold it for you guys. Boom. Hold that bridge for a second. Now the left foot is going to be pulled underneath until the knee is on the floor. Boom. Then we're going to shift pressure onto the right leg, and we can stand up through that leg. Boom, stand all the way up. Now we need to do the reverse, which is hard. So it's going to be a lunge with the left leg. Knees touching the floor. The left arm is free, so we're going to reach behind us for the floor with the left arm. And now instead of just sitting, we're going to make that bridge and shift our leg back forward, roll our butt to the floor, slowly roll the arm down until we're all the way on the floor. Solid. Now at home, you got to do this with us, so we're going to do the other side as well. Switch books, switch arms. Left arm up, left leg up, right arm to the side. Now we're going to roll towards the right arm, press through the elbow, press through the hand. Boom. Make that bridge. Boom. Hold that bridge. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Pull your leg underneath. Go onto the knee. Stand up. Hold it for a second. If left arm is up, right leg's going to go back. So lunge back. Find the floor with your right hand. Boom. Make the bridge. Pull your leg through. Hold the bridge. Sit down. Roll over the arm. And rest. The worst mistake you can make is to do the Turkish Get-Up for speed. So for time or as many rounds and reps as possible. I just need you guys to move for quality for 5 minutes and maybe play around with different objects that you can place on your hand while doing the repetitions. If you want to lengthen the time frame from 5 minutes to 7 or 9, that is all up to you, and I'm going to give you a thumbs up for that. Now, Sval and Jeremy are going to show you 2 reps on one side, then they move to the other side. If you want to do multiple reps on one side or you want to switch every repetition, that is all good, as long as you move for quality. All right, let's have a look at the 2 here. So starting on the right, we're going to give you guys the countdown at home and well. Our 5-minute time frame starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So Jeremy has a cup filled with water here, and Sval is doing the book thing. But when we're done with demoing this for you guys, and you guys are obviously joining us right now, I think Sval is going to place a cup of water on top of the book to make it even more challenging. So we just went through all positions. I always want you to think of that. And if you guys lose the rhythm when you're at home, the simple thing you're going to do is literally just play back the video to the point where I was talking you through, and then you just keep following along there. That would also be perfect. There you go. Oh, I see some water getting out of that cup there. That was good. That's all good. So switching sides. Making the roll. Keep always looking and pressing towards the object. Alright, solid. Good. Alright, so those were just 3 or 4 reps of the Turkish Get-Ups. You're probably going to do way more. Again, experiment with the objects, have fun, and press pause. Now we're getting ready for our mobility piece in today's session. Okay, we're going to alternate with 2 movements. We're going to set your timer at 4 intervals, 45 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, or let's call it transition time. Instead of showing you the movements first, we're going to just start with you. So right now, get off the couch and go sit on the floor. Actually, go stand on the floor, just like Slow and Jeremy are doing. I'm going to set the timer. I'll talk you guys into the inchworms. So while they're setting up, I want them to already have their hands towards the floor, legs stay long, reach for the floor, and slowly start walking out in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So the idea, guys, with the inchworm is you walk as far as you can while maintaining proper tension in the belly, and then you walk your way back up with straight legs, hip nice and high. Now what Sval is doing, he's going very, very far with the hands and is maintaining tension in the belly because he can. Now Jeremy has a rough time maintaining that strength in the core there in the end position, so he's just going with the hands right underneath the shoulders. He's going to maintain this tempo for a good 45 seconds. We've got 15 left. And since the next one is on the floor, it is very easy to stop mid-repetition and still start the next one. 10 more seconds. And we switch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So sit on the floor, guys. We got 20-second transition. The idea, guys, to do a straddle roll. You're going to roll and reach back with the feet. And when you roll forward, you make a straddle position with the legs and you touch the floor forward in the middle. So they're going to start right now. Just go start. And at home, you start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you get a good look at what they're doing. You're going to tag and follow along here. You reach back, you come forward, and you use that rolling motion to get some dynamic stretching in. So you can stretch a bit more than just sitting statically in position. So if you're at home wondering why we're doing this weird stuff, it's because of exactly that reason. We can actually get further into the stretch by throwing this dynamic element in there. That is good to do when? How about every once in a while? And that is exactly today on April the 25th. It's a Saturday, it's a weekend workout. We've got 10 more seconds to go, guys, before we start on our second round. So let's add another roll and switch in 3, 2, 1, and switch. So that was just one round. I need you guys to do another round at your own speed, which is 45 on and 20 off, but you can always add another round because it is just mobility, which is good for you. Continue, press pause. The intensity piece today, so the workout is pretty damn intense. It is 5 rounds of 3 minutes on and 2 minutes off, which you can set an interval timer to do that. 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 5 rounds. That's 25 minutes in total, okay? The idea in the 3-minute time frame is to have fixed work, doing 15 lying leg raises, pure ab work, shoulder blades stay off the floor, legs never touch the floor. Immediately followed by 30 bicycle movements with the legs while you're staying in that tucked position, right, with the abs nice and tight. Upon completion of the 15 and 30, there's time left. And with the time left, you're going to AMRAP the burpees. When you score the workout, the only thing you log is the amount of burpees that you did in all intervals added up together. That'll be your score for today. Now let's have a look at all 3 of the movements. So I want you guys to go on the floor. At home, please practice these with us. That will be very helpful. When you guys go on the floor. First thing we're going to do is Sval's going to have his hands pressed into the floor, shoulder blades off. And Jeremy's going to have his hands underneath his butt and his shoulder blades off. Then we're going to start doing lying leg raises from here. So we raise the legs until perpendicular to the floor. We go back down. If you look at what they're doing, they're never touching the floor again. So Jeremy's variation is slightly easier with the assistance of the hands underneath the butt. It supports the positioning of the lower back. You don't have to work that hard. The raising of the legs still makes it a good ab exercise. And what I want you guys to do is take a quick break with the legs on the floor. Now they remain in the same position with the upper body, still pressing their hands on the floor or supporting underneath. And now they're going to lift the legs off the floor again, and they're going to start doing bicycle movements with the legs alternating. Let's go. So big bicycle movements here. Now once we're doing it, this is a solid pace we're aiming for, and we try to go for 30 reps in the workout where every movement you make with a leg considered to be a repetition. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 30. All right, let's rest. Now, you guys can stand up. At home, I know you know the movement already, so you don't have to practice this one, but if you want to, feel free to do so. We're going to show you a couple of burpees. So Sval shows burpees, Jeremy shows burpees. Let's start, guys. They're both having different styles, but they're still hitting the same standards. On the floor, they both have their thighs and chest touching the floor, and on the way up, they both end up with a jump and a clap. Difference is Sval is jumping back, jumping forward, and Jeremy is walking back, walking forward. Pacing wise, it's a bit slower, but it's still a proper burpee. Let's take a break, guys. Let's have a look at Jeremy, who's going to go through some injury options. First injury option, I cannot jump. I cannot jump means you walk back, you walk up, you clap without jumping. You walk back, you walk up, you extend, that's it. Now we're going to do, I have a shoulder injury, I don't want to go through that push-up motion in the burpee. In that case, you're going to either jump or step back, but you're going to not go to that pressing portion and just stay in the plank, go back up. You can also do that jumping, and then we just call it the kickback. Can you do the jump, jump, kickback, hands down, jump back and up, boom, boom, there we go, solid. So those are the options that you can choose from if you have an injury, and also the styles of burpee that you can choose to up the pace or slow it down. Remember, it is 5 rounds. You're going to do a lot of burpees today, so be smart with the energy. On the other hand, you got 2 minutes of rest after each interval, so you better hit it hard. Time to get into action. If you just practice everything with us, it's now time to get off the couch. You're gonna set your smartwatch app. I use the Tabata timer. Right? I did 5 rounds of 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off in there. It's gonna be a tough one, so let's get ready. They're ready. They're gonna get started. Again, that ab work, guys, I want you to aim to do it unbroken, but if that is impossible, you're obviously going to have to take quick breaks there, which is more fun, okay? We're going to start with 15 lying leg raises, 30 ab bicycles, and the remainder of the 3 minutes will be burpees in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get started. So the leg raise, guys, you don't really are going to be able to do this very, very fast. You just want to go through proper reps here. Do try to keep your shoulder blades off the floor throughout the movement, and make sure the legs don't come down to the floor in between. Once the legs start touching the floor, I would consider that resting in between reps, which is all good. But still try to make it sets here. Good. All 15 gives the ab a good burn. We're about 30 seconds in. They're probably close to finishing off this. And then Jeremy's going to take a quick break after 15. And I think Saul's going to try to go right, yes, going to go right into 30. But Jeremy took a quick break. He's now going to set up again. He's going to also start into 30. So both are fine, people at home. Both are fine. Whatever you do here, it is fine. Obviously, if you're faster, so you connect the stuff, you can start on the burpees a bit faster. And Saul has 2 minutes left. So there's going to be a hell lot of burpees here. Good. Jeremy also finished his 30. Took him about 5 to 10 seconds longer. He's also now going to start on doing the burpees. They both know that they have about 1 minute and 50 seconds left. So when you know that, you're going to pace based off upon that. Alright? 30 seconds. And we've just spent 1.5 minutes doing ab work and doing burpees. They're going to keep going on to the burpees for another 1.5 minutes. And they're going to go nice and slow, nice and pacey. There we go. Let's keep moving on, guys. So while they're finishing up their 3 minute period of doing ab work and burpees, before they start on that 2 minute break, I need you guys to also keep going, continue and press pause.